I'm gonna wait a second because I know people are gonna pop on in. Oh, actually, let me see if I can share the link to this to Discord, because Discord has been real active. And I know I keep spamming this, but because like everybody who wants to catch these streams is pretty much on the Discord. But anyway, it's that the Discord has been happening all of a sudden a bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop it in here. So there you go. Yes, but giving people a moment to get on in, seeing if I can find out how I share this link. Hello, Wereworm. It's a casual Friday. Happy casual Friday, everyone. It is a casual Friday. Therefore, we are not doing NES stuff today. We're just effing around and having a good old time with good friends. Okay, I'm just gonna have to go over to my channel to find this frickin' link. I know there's a way to share a link to the current stream from the streaming page, but I don't know how to do it, so here we go. One second. At everyone. Stream. Stream. Nice thumbnail, says Francois. Yeah, I figured it would probably not be the worst idea to make it obvious which ones are casual Fridays without having to look in the thingy. So I'm going to leave this up for a second, hoping that YouTube's let's find a good thumbnail from your video algorithm, because I don't feel like building thumbnails, so I just pick the ones it gives me. Yeah, catches some of this. So today we're going to get back to, I want to get back to playing with the PowerMac, because that's fun, and you know, last time we basically just got BeOS installed and then didn't really get a chance to do anything with it. I realized I can mix two things together. So what I have here in my hands, will you make this a thumbnail? Will you make this a thumbnail, YouTube? There we go. This is a green Scuzzy, which is Dave's project. Dave says, holy crap, I'm here early for a stream once. Well, I asked you to be here, so you better have. Anyway, this is a thing Dave worked on. I don't know if Dave worked with other people, but it's, you know, it's related to the blue Scuzzy. It's forked from that code base. But it is Teensy 3.5? Dave? You told me. And basically just a board to run the outputs to a 50-pin Scuzzy header. And that's it. And we're going to play with this too, because I checked the PowerMac does have a Scuzzy port. So we're going to start by soldering this thing up and then see if we can not blow stuff up too bad. So first, Dave, let me see. Let me grab my Scuzzy cable doodad and see if it has a terminator on it. It's a really fucked up cable, so. No, not even a little bit. Cool. Well, for starters, we'll just have to see. Maybe we get really lucky and this will work without termination just for fun. I know that is very wishful thinking. But, you know, if it doesn't work out so great, then I can always attempt to take this end of the IDC connector where there once was another connection and build a terminator on a board. Just like solder this to some breadboard and see if I have resistors that will make it kind of at least less reflecty. Holy crap, there's a lot of chat. So let me grab chat. Oh, you know what I can do? Is I will read in chat, check in on chat while I am soldering, because we only have so much time, and soldering is always not that fun to watch. So I shifted my power situation around again. Let me get my iron plugged in. And here we are. I guess I can move the NES window out of the way for a minute. And yeah, this'll be a thing. Sure. How do I clean up this situation? Shove. Yes. This drawer can probably go back in its hole. And rotate and stack. And I don't know if anyone noticed what I have been using to rest the keyboard on, but Your Atari Computer, a book that I have not yet read because I bought an Atari 800 and haven't done jack with it yet. The floppy drive is busted, and I'm not sure exactly why or how. Ooh, and this should probably also go in the drawer. This is the Watch Me Clean Up My Desk episode. And there we go. That's the extent of it. Okay. Soldering iron. Power. That's where we were. And hopefully this should go fast because I'm good at soldering, right? Yes? We all agree on that? You've watched me solder many a time before. Surely you all concede that I am an excellent solderist. Here, that's cute. Okay, so let me arrange and recheck. Oh, also, Dave, so tell me if I am wrong. So clearly this goes like this. Whoop, clearly this goes like this. But then I think the only way that I could make this work was 50 pin on the underside as such. Because that's the only thing that lines up the square pad. Lines up the square pad with... There's a square pad here. You can't see it. With the pin 1 notch. Is that correct? Termination power pads should be visible on the back. What? Did I miss something in chat? Anyway. Also, I think just because I would also like to just be able to play with a teensy 3.5, I am going to actually put headers in the header holes. Not just use them to line things up. And do I have enough headers? If I don't, I have a freaking big old tube of headers somewhere. I just have to remember where I put it. Because I ordered super cheap ones in bulk off of like Mouser or something one time. And they're actually pretty good quality. And it's a tube of about 5 bajillion of them that's like, seriously, like 3 feet long. Okay. Let me see if I can find that actually, because those are good headers, and I think I know where they are. Beard. Yeah. Look at this bastard. Look at this bastard. There you go. That's just full of headers. I will never run dry. And I like they're gold plated and stuff too. Let's see. Yeah. Look at those bad boys. Those are pretty decent headers. And I always forget I have this thing. Oh goodness. Oh gracious. I guess that's all the headers I need right there on the floor. Alright, let me break these down and I will give chat the old skiz. Might want to grab a breadboard in a second too to help line this shit up. Because that's my main thought, is I would like to put these on fully. That I can plug this into a breadboard and play with it at some point. For teensy purposes. Sorry, much concentration needed there. And I am not one for good concentration. Alright, get these in, pop it in a breadboard, pay attention to chat, start soldering. That's my plan. And we all know I always stick steadfastly to my plans. Okay, BRB, finding breadboard. standalone board. Oh, I do. Nice standalone board that I can just use, and I do. It's right here. It's the one I brought to VCF. And it has a Raspberry Pi on it, which I will put in my Raspberry Pi drawer because I am slowly getting more organized down here and putting things away. And I got some drawer dividers, and they're pretty useful, I'm not going to lie. But, you know, for the moment, me being me, I'm going to take this out. I'm going to pop it out, right? And I'm going to go like that. Okay. Let's see how quick I can make this, because this is not the point of this episode, is me soldering this thing together. It's playing with it and having fun and turning on the PowerMac. Okay. Lined up. Let's go. And let me scroll back in chat like a frick ton. Okay. Also just realized I organized my solder away, so I guess I do get to take the teensy and go put it in the drawer, because that's where the solder is. Sorry, I think I just yelled directly into the mic there. Okay, recapping the last several minutes of chat. We were at nice thumbnail, right? So Dirt Piper says howdy and howdy. Howdy, Dirt Piper. Dave said I'm early for a stream. Cliff said hey. Francois said blue Scuzzy but with greenwashing. I'm not sure that's quite it. You'd have to ask Dave. Dave, did you buy any carbon credits to make this project work? Dave says it's forked from all the Scuzzy emulators, as I was intimating at the top. And Trey says, yo. Dave said it is a Teensy 3.5, so there, I can remember some things. Trey said, ooh, nice gift. It really was. I feel kind of dumb, because at VCF when he handed it to me, I was like, oh, a Teensy 3.5, that'll be really useful. I love Teensies. He was like, well, yeah, but it's a green Scuzzy, the project I'm working on. And I was like, oh. Because I had no idea what the heck it was when he handed it to me. And I am gregarious like that, so. But yes, an awesome gift. And completely unprompted, too. I had no idea he was going to bring it. Dave said, I actually started working on it before Blue Scuzzy was a thing, but rebased things once Blue Scuzzy was around. Because I didn't realize the lineage of everything. I've never used a Blue Scuzzy. That's actually, I'm pretty excited about this because of that. I have not used any of these Scuzzy emulator things. I mean, as you can see, I'm the guy who's like, I'm the spinning rust guy. I really like real hardware, as silly as that may be. But so I've never like bought a Blue Scuzzy or any of those things. So I'm excited to play with this a bit. Especially because I got it for the low price of free. And scammed Dave's hotel room from him, so yeah. I owe you a beer, I was about to say, but then you also bought my beer. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do at this point. Okay, next VCF, I'll get your room. You can sleep on my floor, and I'll buy your dinner. And then I'll also do something to make up for the green Scuzzy, too. Patrick Burke said, let's spend the rest of the stream trying to get the Mac to correctly read one sector of a 5 1/4 inch floppy disk. I don't know if you were there on the episode where I was talking about that, where I kind of think... So firstly, we're not working on the NES today. This is Casual Friday for anybody who has not been in the loop on the Casual Friday concept. It's, you know, we're almost 50 episodes into the NES thing. And I'm having a good time. It's just, you know, going very slowly because I'm picking at it. And, you know, I get like an hour and a half to start the project, work on it, and then set it down every day. So it's going to take a while. And I'm dumb. And I don't have well-defined objectives. But yeah, so it was decided by me and then agreed on by many that on Friday I'm just gonna hang out, work on whatever, show you a thing that I think is neat, just have a show and tell hangout sort of deal on something different. Anyway, yeah, I'm never gonna catch up with chat at this rate, but I feel like everyone enjoys my episodes where I do babble on, and I was going to say a thing about a thing. Oh, the 5 1/4 inch floppy. Yeah, so I had said a couple episodes back. That seems like a more appropriate drive, frankly, to use with this thing. But I don't have any 5 1/4 inch floppy drives. Never have. I think I had one, like I bought one when I was young, because I was like, what is this? It looks cool. At like a library flea sale thing. Seriously, I think it was like our library was connected to a senior center where I grew up, and the senior center had like a little senior center garage sale, and some guy brought in an old floppy drive, and I had never seen a 5 1/4 inch floppy before, so I was like, this is cool, and I bought it, and then I think I just like let it rot for a bajillion years and then threw it away. So that's sad. But yeah, I've never had a machine with a 5 1/4 inch floppy drive. I mean, say for like obviously I mean a PC. So I just don't own one. So if anybody wants to donate one, you know, I'm not going to stop you. But I might just potentially see what they're running for on eBay and grab one. Because it also seems like potentially DOS 65 without some hacking might only be capable of dealing with like a single-sided drive. So if I'm going to do that, I might as well make it a single-sided 5 1/4, because it seems weird to use a single-sided 3.5 inch floppy. I think there were single-sided 3.5 inch floppy things. Someone let me know. But I don't know. Seems like if we're going to go single-sided, might as well just go with a 5 1/4 inch drive for the aesthetic, for the gestalt. Anyway, that's my long story on maybe we should use a 5 1/4 inch drive, because someone reminded me. Moving on. More Dave talking about his project, which is what we're working on, so I should really read those. He says, originally was the tiny Scuzzy EMU and used an NCR 5380 chip. Blue Scuzzy inspired me to drop the NCR chip. Gotcha. How long have you been working on this? I don't know. You know, I'm obviously way behind in the chat. Not even accounting for broadcast delay. But, yeah, I'm not sure if you told me at the show how long you've been working on this, because it feels like probably a while then. And yeah, so we're way behind, because the next thing is Francois said you can crimp on it for the IDC cable. That is true, but I mean, I don't think I have. I might have another Scuzzy cable somewhere for something else that I could try and harvest one of the IDC connectors off of it and reclamp it onto that cable, and then maybe plug it into a PCB with some headers and termination stuff on it. I don't know. We'll just see if termination works. If it doesn't and we solder this thing up, then it's just cool. I talked about it. That's fun. And then we'll just move on to BeOS PowerPC things. Really. Dave said, remember to use through-hole pins to align things. Yes, sir. As you can see, I'm frankly even going a little bit overboard on that. Okay, this seems potentially good enough. And let's look on the underside so I can see what more I need to do. I know I got those pads to do back there. And maybe more through-hole stuff, but I'm just putting the headers on the side, because obviously if I want to use this on a breadboard. Oh man, this is actually going to be stupid. I did this a very stupid way. Damn me. I should have done these the other way around, because when I put the frickin' Scuzzy connector on there, I'm never going to be able to plug it into a breadboard again. So that's, good going me. Oh well, we're not going to worry about that right now. I'm just going to yeah. Connect all this shit together. So I think I just need to do the pads then. Okay. Wereworm said, "You've been terminated." Trey said, "My Terminator of choice is Hope and Pray." Me too. Francois Rosval says, "Sarah Connor." Dave said, "Great at soldering until the Game of Life boards arrive." Oh yeah, you should tell them about that project, because that actually sounds really fun. I am looking forward to that. I don't know if you still need my address and stuff. We'll figure it out. But that sounds like a cool project. Dave says, "Termination power pads should be visible on the back." Yes, I just saw those, and I remembered somebody saying something about termination power. So should I just bridge that right now? I'll try and catch up in chat and see what you say. Trade MC says, "Come with me if you want to block transfer." Wow, that was the worst Terminator accent ever. But Dave said, "Pin 1 to pin 1 on the Scuzzy connector." Yes, yes. Oblong slots are first thing to solder. It's hard to solder them if you had the header pins hanging down too late. Too fucking late. Cliff Cheney just says, "Wow." I'm sure that was about something. Trey says, "Round or square?" Yes. Again, probably about something that I was talking about and I've already forgotten. Worm said 3 feet. Impressive. Dave said, let's just catch up on this so I can. Prelim assembly manual has been linked in the Discord. Ooh, cool. Yeah, it's actually a nice little manual. Eric says, "Hey Dave, only heard you are at VCF Midwest afterwards. Would have liked to have chat." Well, there's always next year. Nobody will be able to move next year. We will be shoulder to shoulder, but we'll be there. Trey says, "Soldering is always on point." Thanks, Trey, for backing me up. Dave says, "Make sure you solder the oblong heads first there on the bottom." Oh, man. This is like another Dave trying to text me about the syntax error or whatever it was thing again. He's really... Don't worry. They're fine. They're not that bad. Eric says... Other Eric says, "Diet Coke." Everyone knows Coke Zero is better. My wife is big on Coke Zero until they changed it again, because they keep changing it. And I drink Diet Coke because I'm a nerd, and I feel like that's a nerd drink to drink. Like, I think that's... I like it, but I think in the back of my head, I picture basement nerds drinking Diet Coke. Or Tab, which is the same goddamn thing. Dave says, "It's fine, but it'll be pain to solder the pads on the bottom." Screams as he doesn't follow the assembly guide. Dave, you've met me a couple times now. Like, what do you expect, dude? But I appreciate your effort in trying to scream into the void that is my attention span. He also says, oh yeah, he says, Dave is saying to Eric, but a large group of them go from Georgia every year. It's going to be a larger and larger group. Yeah, it was really nice, because last year it was just Dave just came by my booth and we started chatting and we hung out, and so now we're like VCF buds. And then this year, because I crashed in their room and it was him and another Georgia guy, and then another Georgia guy showed up and we all went out to dinner. It was quite nice. I had a good time. Eric says they're just having a conversation now. I don't know if I should even talk about this. Let me make sure. Yeah, you guys just have your... Eric Heckelson said 400k max are single-sided, if he recalls. That would make sense, because the double-sided is 800. Or rather, the normal 3.5-inch low density that I'm familiar with is 800, so that would make sense, is that the 400 ones are single-sided. And they were one of the first computers to use the Sony drives, so... Dave said, "Nice for us. They do the show in Atlanta. I need to come down for that. I don't know when it is. Seriously, get my attention, because I'd love to go down at some point. I've never been to Atlanta, and I really want to go. And I feel bad, because a buddy of mine was living in Atlanta for a while, and I never saw him there, and now I think he's back in LA again. Don't bridge the termination power jumper until you are certain you want it bus powered." Okay, thank you. That's everything. There's stuff happening in the Discord. Oh, I think Dave's talking about his Game of Life project. So if you want to know about that, look up at the top of the chat. I dropped the Discord link. But most of you are probably already in the Discord. So, yeah. Okay. Hopefully, the oblong pads are actually making a solder connection all the way through. But yeah, like, they're not hard to get to, actually, Dave. I don't know what you're talking about. These are brilliant, though. I don't know if anybody else does this. I think I was asking at the show, maybe, or maybe you said something, and I just feel like it's probably one of those things where it was asked and answered, and then I've forgotten, because that's what I do. But let me see, before I finish him off, what he did is, because on the Teensy 3.5 there are just square pads on the bottom for some of the pins that, or for some of the package pins that can't make it all the way out to the edge, or aren't important enough to make it out to the edge, but you still want access to them. Dave made this PCB literally, you can kind of see them there. There are slots cut in the board that are tinned on the edge, and so you just fill that little well with solder, and it connects the pad to the little hole, and it's a neat idea. I don't know if anybody else does that, but it's actually quite fun to solder, I'll tell you, because you just kind of melt the solder into it, and then it's a cute little pool. And we have happy little trees. And it's like just the right size for a chisel tip soldering iron, if I do say so. Okay, let me finish this off, and then we will get back to it. I hear a lot of activity in the Discord, but I'm not looking at the Discord, so I don't know what's going on. Hopefully good stuff. Everyone be chill in the Discord. That's actually, I'm very happy. I've kind of been like self-selected by a lot of people who seem cool and nice and kind. And that's the kind of person I strive to be, so hopefully my Discord won't be too horrendously toxic as people show up in it. And I don't think so, which makes me happy. Alright, 3 more! Okay. I guess we do the header now. And see if people are saying more things. In July next year, Dave says about the that city that you just said that all of a sudden my brain is going insane. You know, the place you're from, the city you live in. Starts with an A. It's in Georgia. For some reason, all I can think of right now is Austin, because I'm a psycho. Atlanta, there we go. Where the queer guys have their eyes on the straight guys, or however the name of that show is, which is a lovely show. But yeah, Dave, Trey was asking Dave what he used to lay out the PCB, and it is KiCad, apparently. I installed Eagle on my MacBook because I wanted to, use a commercial product with oomph. And it's Autodesk, and it runs on the Mac. I mean, I think KiCad runs on the Mac too, but I bought an expensive Mac, and I want a powerful piece of software. And I have not used it yet. I was gonna use it to build my Christmas present to my employees. Don't tell them about it, because I know at least Tom watches the stream. Don't worry about it, Tom. Nothing is coming. And I basically installed it and have not used it at all, period. But I did use KiCad to lay out my, what's it, the VAX peripheral board thing. And it was a generally good experience, especially for free software. No complaints. Better experience than FreeCAD, for the most part. Because then I tried to design the enclosure in FreeCAD. And I successfully designed the enclosure in FreeCAD, but that experience, I mean, again, it's free, so you really can't complain. But it's like using CATIA, but bad. That's all I have to say about that. So, yeah. Soldering and reading at the same time is not easy, because you really just have to take a big pause. So let me get to the end of this row and catch up. And then we'll plug this on in, watch it just not do anything. Oh, also, yeah, when we get to the end of this, I have another fun thing to show about this particular thing. It's not particular to the green Scuzzy itself. It is a thing that I bought for the green Scuzzy that I thought was quite amusing. Only minutes ago up at the CVS. Yes, so, Francois says, KiCad Roxers. Francois Reval says, do you mean castellation? It's kind of like castellation, but it's like interior castellation. I don't know if that's still technically just castellation, but yeah. It's like castellation, but not on the edge of the board. Dave says, VCF Southeast in Atlanta. I just have bad brains, Dave. Obviously, I can remember that Atlanta is, the Georgia city, but I don't know why that happens to me. CPU 133 says, hello, everyone. Hello, CPU 133. Ooh, and Dave says, STL files for a case are up there, too. Neat. Neato burrito. I generally don't really do cases, but it's cool to know that you have them. Now, what do you use to design the case? There's my question, because, like I said, free CAD. Usable. Much better than $60,000 a license, I'll give you that. Kind of painful. Kind of painful. Though, actually, the one part that was real easy and kind of nice was, I put my signature in the bottom of my case, and importing a SVG as a path and then extruding it was actually really, really easy. And in a lot of other, big commercial CAD packages, that is actually a huge pain in the ass. Weirdly. Because they don't support like anything except for the proprietary formats that they've been using since the 70s. They're like, you want to import a what? I don't know. Write an extension for it. Here, pay another $40,000 for the SDK so that you can import STLs, or SVG paths. So close. I also never looked at the Discord. That should be like the premium experience, and I'm just like ignoring it. Okay, I think that's everything. So Dave, to clarify, if I bridge term power, which I'm not going to do right now, but should I bridge term power, does that bridge the USB bus voltage to the everything 5 volt? That would be good to know for me, so that I don't blow things up too horribly. But I think this is together enough that I need to now go find a USB micro B cable, which actually, I think I might know where one is. I have a lot of mini Bs, no micro Bs. Or fewer micro Bs. Dave Cooter says, why would I... Do you see how insane my brain is? Like, I've just been calling you Dave this whole time, and then, like, all of a sudden I just try saying your last name out of the blue. Not going to do that. OpenSCAD, of course. Isn't OpenSCAD the one where you have to, like, mathematically describe / script all of your geometry? I mean, maybe I have a bad... a bad knowledge of OpenSCAD, but that was the impression I got. Dirt Piper says, currently smashing my brain to bits with Trig. Need to write predictive aiming code that I've been procrastinating on for 6 months. Is this personal or commercial? Soka-Toa. That's all I can tell you. I think that was the day... I mean, my dad's always been kind of a vaguely nerdy person, so I was actually... He impressed upon me the importance of Trig, and to focus on Trig when you get to Trig. And I remember, like, not being particularly interested in well, I was interested enough in math until the day that I realized I was trying to write my own rendering engine just to properly understand how the heck 3D rendering, like polygonal rendering, friggin' works when I was like in high school. As we all do. Like, everybody messes with that. I know that. And I realized, oh, my god, I can figure out the player's XY motion in space using SOHCAHTOA. Trigonometry is the best. And that's my history with trig. It was like fine until I didn't care until the day that I realized what you could use this for. Pretty much turning polar coordinates into turning vectors into Euclidean space is beautiful. Angular vectors. Yes, excellent. Dave says, measure thrice, code once, print and yell at the printer for having sloppy tolerances. Term power, wheel bridge, USB bus, 2 term power. Okay, cool. Dirt Piper says semi-professional. Gotcha. Dave says, Ender 3 V2 with Ender Extender 400 XL kit. Lots of stuff that is about 3D printers that I am not at all familiar with, because I don't own a 3D printer. They seem cool. I've never had a reason to buy one. I don't know. No good reason. I think if I were going to buy something first, I'd buy like a tabletop CNC mill. Because I want to, much like Usagi Electric, except he uses a big-ass mill, cut PCBs and stuff. Francois Raval says, yeah, the Open SCAD language seems similar to that of POV, Persistence of Vision, the ray tracing engine. Is that the same thing as Pavre? Oh, and Francois says, and it's text, so it's versionable. Interesting. Maybe I'll have to play with it sometime. Plus some M5 stacks boards for UI, including a wireless pendant. I missed something somewhere. Redkick says, since when does one need a reason for a 3D printer? You're not wrong. I've spent my money in other places. And I find it weird that I feel like people would assume I have a 3D printer, but I've never bought one. Dave says, dangerous words to let me hear I don't have a 3D printer. Oh boy. Eric says, have to drop. Have fun assembling. Dropped in the Discord. Cool. It was cool to see you, Eric. And Francois says, yep, Pavre. Never messed with it. I'm familiar with the name. Anyway, this is Bill. You want to go... Well, first, what did I do with that cobble? Here we are. And I'm just going to whack it on the cobble. Oh, right. And that brings me to the... you're supposed to put a micro SD card in here. And I thought I had some old Android phones kicking around that had micro SD cards in them, but I don't know where they have effed off to. And as such... let me turn this off so I don't burn down the house. I ran to the CVS to get, an overpriced CVS micro SD card. And I think left it upstairs. Hold. Okay, so, the drugstore preys on the desperate at the checkout, the people who need a flash drive right now and they're willing to pay, $50 for it. So all of the micro SD cards are $50, except for one that's on sale for people with a CVS card, and it was this. Oh, everything else was normal. The one that was on sale for like half price is the Zelda-themed Nintendo Switch micro SD card. And I said, fuck yeah. So let me find my scissors. I don't even own a Switch. Uh-oh. Aw. Dave says, last several people have gotten surprise 3D printers for Christmas because they let slip that they don't have one. If you do that to me, I'll never forgive you. I'm so bad at... Because I have a little bit of extra money this year. Things are going pretty good. Got a promotion. The side gig is going fine, paying me some decent money. So I'm doing pretty good, pretty happy with things. And I've been so bad about giving out Christmas gifts lately to family and stuff. And so this year I really want to take some of my ill-gotten gains and share them. Oh, I want to be clear too if this will show up on here. Can you see? It has... Hold up. Oh, it did it for a second. Anyway, that's a Triforce with wings on it right there. I don't know what you call that whole Triforce. I'm not a huge Zelda person, so I don't know what you call the Triforce with the wings under it thing. But yeah. Oh, it's legit. It's not just the packaging. Okay, plugging it in. It is plugged in. And focus you underscore. Patrick says, that makes it extra special, and if you do, pay it forward, because I'm broke as fuck. See, this is why I don't ask anybody to donate to the channel, because I do this for fun. I'm not really looking for numbers. To me, I just have this great time, like, I'm so isolated these days, I'm not, a big going out person in the first place, but, I've been pretty isolated in recent years just due to, life events, and then I haven't been going into the office anymore, so extra that, so having like a time to just hang out with people and do my nerd shit is pretty cool. Not doing this for money, not doing this for exposure, just doing it because for some reason you morons will watch. You beautiful nerds. Yeah, so at the very least, don't give me money. Dave says channels enter AVE. I need to watch more AVE. I really don't. I'm a big YouTube binger and I don't watch AVE. Okay, I'm going to put up this thing and move the camera because I have to move the camera all the way across the room and it's going to be horrible. And I also have to move this mic because we have to go over to the PowerMac, the most powerful Mac. Let me see if I can make this work. Not fuck things up for you guys too bad. Everything's fine. Close-up cam is moved, but I need to move the DSLR as well. But we are getting there. Also, I need to figure out how to get my chat over to the other side of the room again. Didn't think that one through. I need this camera. Oh boy, which I think I'm going to have to unplug too. Yay! Everything is going great. I have thought this through entirely. There's no problems. Everything is cool. Why are you looking at me like that? Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Don't you worry. Everything is fine. It is fine. I have a USB extension over here somewhere that I was using. No. Yes. Maybe. Is this the best part of the stream? Okay. Camera. Plugged in. Will it make it over to the other side of the room? Probably not. Will it be flickery again? You know it. I keep trying to autofocus, and I just keep accidentally taking pictures. Brilliant. Okay, that's actually, is that live? I didn't notice that was up. Is it live? It's live. Amazing. I don't want it there, but still pretty good. Yeah, horribly out of focus. And it's just a bad angle today. There's nothing we're going to be able to do about that. I don't have enough wire. BeOS is fine. I should have plugged the Scuzzy in before I booted this thing up. Now it's too late. And I'm going to kill power like a psycho before BeOS starts doing disk access. And this is fine. It is fine. Everything is fine. Sorry, last step, looking for a chair. Here is chair. Chair is here. I am a professional. There we go. Scuzzy thing. Acquired. Now, here's the part where I look at chat and ask Dave, because you've probably been telling me I'm going to have to go to chat on my phone. Hi. Maybe this. Let me get to chat. But what pre-setup things I need to do with this first? Can I just plug it in and format a volume? Or do I need to go over and do what's-its? The serial console setup stuff, because I do wanna mess with that. Anyway, let me get on YouTube, go to my own channel, look at my own chat, mute this so that we don't go insane. There we go. Okay. Format the micro SD card as exFAT first is the recommendation. There is a make image command. Cool. Okay. Then maybe, here's what we shall do, is firstly wonder if I have a micro SD adapter. Shoot, I tell you. I surely do, but I'm not sure where. Oh man. This is what happens when, like, you just show up and try and just do it. Oh, no, actually, you said there's a make image command, so actually, why would I don't need to take this out, do I? I just need to go over there and find my micro USB cable and I'm just going to share my desktop. Because now there are no cameras over here. And also you can't hear me, so I'm going to have to yell. Other alternative is, I have my other laptop over here, so maybe I'll grab it. Let me find this micro USB cable first. I'll grab the laptop, bring it over there. Deal? Deal. Oh, I do have a micro USB right here. Awesome. Okay. Then laptop, then... oh no. I'll do this stuff on here because I want you guys to be able to see something of this thing that's going on. Okay, so I'll just describe. I am plugging in the thing to USB now. It is setting up the device. I am rotating the mic temporarily, so you can hear me maybe a touch better, because I got ahead of myself. Sure. That should be somewhat better. Okay, continuing on. Halion said, we can hear you. Hear you loud and clear. So, Mac 84? Mac, what the hell? Hi, Mac 84. If you want to slide on into the Discord, it's up at the top. I have passed you many a time at VCF Midwest and not said anything because, I mean, it's Mac 84. I don't talk to anybody. Okay, I am reading all my chat. Here's a thing that I can keep interesting. Let's just pull this up. Let's put this here, and let's just put, Dave says use TerraTerm. Maybe I should just use TerraTerm. You did say format exFAT first, though. I'm going to hope that this is formatted in a way that's okay right now, because, again, I don't know where my micro SD card is at. Wait. Let me check. Looking in drawers, rifling through things. Shit. When you need things, this is when they disappear. No, I have no clue. No freaking clue. So we just have to cross our fingers. Anyway, let's download TerraTerm, because or wait. TerraTerm? Did you recommend TerraTerm? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. As long as it works, yeah? Maybe? Oh, and I have hidden the chat from my very own self. Okay, let's see. 3D printer stuff. I guess I should click download over here, huh? Yeah, sure. Just download. I just want to download. Why can't anything just be like, okay, here's the link to the file? Well, that is going. Or I guess it's already done. Anyway, let's pop up TerraTerm and read chat and get it installed. And try and access this thingy and hope that it is formatted okay. What's the over-under on it working the first try? That's where I'm going to start with. I give myself a 0 chance of anything ever working first try. Has anything ever worked on this channel ever? That's what I'm asking. This seems fine. Sure. Starts LTT, it's fine counter. I like how I saw that one, which is old now, right as I was saying that. This is all fine. This is all fine. Do it. Sorry, I liked Patrick says, if there's flux on it, I give it a 20% chance. Redgex says, until recently, I didn't own any tech newer than 2016. Solidarity. That was probably true of me too until I bought my MacBook. Jacob says, scene from VHS. Redgex says, thanks for giving us a tour of your dungeon. Yeah. As long as I keep the camera pointed away from any cat yak on the floor, then it's not so bad. Fine, counters at 5. The white balance disparity, I know. Also, there's usually I have a light hanging from the ceiling, but it just fell down recently, so. Halion said, BeOS, we're going to get there. We're going to get there in a minute. I haven't even hit an hour yet, so we have plenty of time to get back to BeOS. Even if this doesn't work. I was whistling out of frame. Yes, yes, yes. It's all good. That just means that good things are happening. Dave says there's a make image command. So we're just going to start there, hopefully. And Halion said, hi. And I'm going to say, hi. And I'm just going to kind of hop up to the end. Oh, and Mac84 said, please say hi next time. I'll give you a sticker. Yes, sir. I will do that. Okay, cereal. Yes. I'm guessing it's that. Hopefully. Is it not that, Dave? Is that not how it should show up? While I wait for Dave to say things. I still can't believe Mac84 is here. That's so nice. I'm so sorry, Mac84, because I don't really watch your channel. Not just like I have too many channels already. I know you're a great, great channel, and I am very humbled to have you here. And now I'm definitely going to watch you. I have watched you before, just not in a long time. Oh yeah. So if you want images over 2 gigs, so hopefully whatever's on there will work fine. Black Performa 5400, eh? All right. Did Dave say anything? It should show up as a teensy serial port. Might need the driver from PJRC. Okay. Let's just double check that. PJRC teensy. And I promise we'll get back to we'll totally get back to the Mac at some point. I have to now if Mac 84 is on the stream. Software. Like, is there a driver? Do you need a driver? Oh wait, here we go. Teensy's primary communication is its main USB port. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. I mean, sure. And Patrick said press enter. I totes did. You know what? Let's get Arduino really quick. Because Arduino serial monitor, you know, that's definitely going to work. Halion said so many windows. You have no idea. Mac84 said, I'm glad someone else loses crap while they stream too. It's not even about losing the crap. It's about not having it near us in the first place. Cool. All right. Back to where we were. Let me unplug and replug this device really quick. It's blinking, Dave. Is that good? Remember that part where you said, I hope I remember to program it? I vaguely remember you saying that. Why am I over here when I should be bringing up my chat? I'm 99.98 sure the firmware was flashed to the teensy. Okay. Spot says you do not want to see my Firefox tab count. Blinking might be good. Smoking, definitely bad. Right. How about? I mean, let's look at device manager, huh? Let's do the classic. Doesn't like that. That might be this thing. Also, I clearly haven't installed chipset drivers for this machine. What about serial ports? Is that even still a section? Of course it is. But where is it? Ports coming up. So there's this. I don't even know what that would be besides the teensy. I've got many a camera plugged in here. But That's it. Nothing that would show up as a serial port, I don't think. Let's unplug the Mini Pro and refresh. No, it's not the Mini Pro. That's really the only thing. So it's gotta be that. Oh, wait, no. Did I close TerraTerm? I keep doing this crap. TerraTerm! Please work now. I will give you my firstborn son. Any bitrate is fine, right? Who is prolific? Teensy add-on for Arduino includes the drivers. Yes, let's get that. Teensy Duino. Teensy Duino. Here we go. Teensy Duino. Windows installer. Here we go. This is par for the course with my channel, though, is that, you know, it's supposed to be about BeOS on this PowerPC Mac. But it has become about installing Arduino with the Teensy extensions so that we can make a disk image. This is what you came here for. You know what you're here for. That's fine. Why can't I hit next? Next, please. Let's install it to the, it's just a PC directory. Hello. Hello, hello. What makes next enabled? Oh. Windows 10 USB serial driver found. No driver installation is needed. Okay. Oh, this is, I can't read. Okay, we need Arduino. So it already says that the serial driver should be working, but Arduino. We can use that new version of the Arduino UI or IDE that came out recently that I have not used yet. So that should be fun. Sure, give me cookies. Give me all the cookies. Windows MSI. No, I'm gonna freeload like a bastard. Why would I hit contribute and download? That's a Freudian slip right there, is telling them I don't want to give them money and then hitting the contribute and download button. Oh goodness, Dave is. Oh, should I get canceled? What a moron! Downloads. I'm losing it earlier than usual. Good lord. Good lord. Good lord. TT Guino, blah, blah, blah. YouTube likes blocking half my messages. That Windows install is more broken than my original Gen 2 install. Yes, sir. TT Guino, yes. Any bitrate should be fine. Oh, it also has the serial driver on that page by itself? Well, okay. You don't have Arduino installed. Watch me not have installed the firmware. That, I mean, if we have to flash it, whatever. And if we have to just go back to, hey, let's just play with BeOS. There are other things we can do there, and maybe we can do this on another Casual Friday. Dave here saying, have not tested Arduino 2.0. We'll find out together if it works. Is there an actual difference in, like, the compiler and libraries and whatnot? Or is it just, I thought it was just the IDE itself. The unstoppable Windows user urged to imminently click the nearest button on a newly popped up window. That is true. Click all the things, like me clicking that cancel button again. Well, we shall see. We shall see. We shall see, and then we shall see. Yeah, I'm wondering. It does look an awful lot like it's running the Blink demo, I'm going to say, Dave. I'm sorry I moved all the cameras. Actually, my crappy webcam should be around here somewhere. I could use that. The one that I previously used is the close-up camera, but now I'm using the good one for the close-up camera. And I can point the camera at your thing and say, Dave, Is it supposed to be not working like that? In that particular way? And you can say, shit, we need to program that thing. Dave said, worst case, if it doesn't flash, I'll RMA it and send you a fully assembled one. No, I'm going to make it work, Dave. Maybe not today. But I'm going to make it work. Okay, ready for nausea cam? Let me see if I can get this camera working. I think I need a new scene, actually, because I disabled this camera. Let us, for this scene here, I'm going to swap this out for... Here we go. Hello? Oh, yeah, there we go. Ooh, it's upside down, too. Nice. Okay, so. You see this? You see that? That looks like the Blink demo, Dave. It looks a lot like the Blink demo. So, I think it might be the Blink demo. Here. We'll put this back where it goes. In the old close-up cam location. There. Now that's a beautiful thing. You can look at my seltzer. Looks like Blink demo, says Dave. So is the source... Is Arduino done? Did it finish? I wasn't looking at my screen. But that's what everyone else is looking at. Let's see. Arduino. There we go. Yes, so... Is it written in Arduino or is it written in C? Blink means missing Terminator, says Wereworm. Source is on GitHub in INO. Perfect. So, if we have to build this, we have to build this. Fine by me. GitHub green Scuzzy. From DK Grizzly. Look at that beautiful thing. Anyway, source. I guess we can pull the source. We should probably just pull the source. Copy that shit. PowerShell that shit. Allow access. I'm sure that's fine. I thought I had a PowerShell open, but oh wait, it's right here. Source. Hello. Uh-oh. It's thinking real hard. I hit tab, and now... Huh. Yes, install some shit. Yes, install this. Okay. I always trust Adafruit. Sure. Yeah. Why not? Sure. Trying to do something over here, but okay. Let's just... Oh, alright. Yeah, okay. Just trying to... One moment. I'm being called. I am muted. It's like I'm using Teams. Yeah. So, right. Gonna look you in the eyes here. I am being told I have responsibilities in the upstairs, and that is most important. So, how do we feel about taking a break, more streaming later? I mean, that's just what's going to happen. Let me just say that. So if you want to come back later, I will be back later, because obviously we haven't even gotten to the whole Mac. So I'm not stopping here, but that's more important. So let me drop the Discord link again really quick for anybody who wants to slide into the Discord, where I will also, of course, be letting you know and dropping links for when I will be picking back up later tonight. But my apologies, this is the way it goes. You know, what with this is my chat. What with me trying to stream every single day and not doing it professionally. So anyway, I'm going to drop that there, and firstly, Mac84 said, "Lol, no worries. Feel free to watch it when you need to fall asleep." Oh no, I wouldn't do that. I need to absolutely pay attention. Yes. Anyway, we're gonna get back to this, but you might have to give me a little bit, maybe a couple hours. I'll keep you updated on the Discord. We'll be back. It's a casual Friday, you know? I don't make the rules. It's casual. So, see you guys. Red Kick says, we've established from first episode that your streams are very professional. Yeah, okay. Anyway, gonna drop it because there's a crying baby upstairs.